and welcome to the FringeRx podcast. I'm Anna Strong, and I'm on a mission to find a cure for autoimmune. We talk education, healing, support, do's, don'ts, wins, and losses, all to improve our quality of life. Hi, and happy holidays. I know it's not Christmas anymore, but we are Chinese New Year. We have just got over Valentine's Day, and we have St. Patrick's coming up. We have a holiday every day, don't we? I'm so excited to be here today because I have very special guests from Canada, Jennifer and Aaron. Jennifer and Aaron, come on down. What exact island are you on?
Vancouver Island.
Vancouver Island. And what time is it for you? It's 12 o'clock for me?
It's the same here.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're lunchtime for the both of you. We know you basically from Instagram as the Cronies. Do you want to give us a little bit of background on that?
Yeah, so we were both diagnosed with Crohn's disease after we met. And once I was diagnosed, we decided to share our story online as a couple navigating chronic illness, specifically autoimmune, and share our story.
You both have Crohn's disease?
Yes.
Who got it first?
Me.
Okay. Is it contagious? Did you give it to her?
There's still speculation on that, but no.
So you didn't meet because you both have it. I mean, you were married before Jennifer was diagnosed, correct?
Yes. So we met a year before Aaron was diagnosed, and then I was diagnosed 2 years ago, and we've been together for 7.
So it's kind of like almost like a God-given thing that you go out and help other people because you're a couple. You know, it's an amazing story. How are you handling Crohn's disease? Are you pharmaceutical? Are you doing our lovely Fringe outlet? Tell us a little bit about how you handle your symptoms.
So I had surgery in September of last year, and since my surgery, I've been medication free. I'm handling everything with a holistic approach, so supplements, and then mindset, meditation, naturopathic work, and then Aaron does pharmaceuticals.
What kind of surgery did you get?
I had an ileocolic resection, so all of my Crohn's disease and active inflammation, as well as scar tissue, was all removed.
Okay, I am not familiar with that terminology, and I'm sure that most of the audience is not either. What is it exactly? What kind of surgery is that?
So they removed the end of my small intestine, my small bowel, my appendix, and the area that it joins to my large intestine, or my colon.
Okay.
So all of that was removed.
A lot of people get their appendix removed. A lot of people say that, hey, you don't need it. But you're completely symptom free.
For the most part, I still suffer with abdominal pain, and my recovery has been a bit longer than planned. And I do still get some Crohn's symptoms as well that are extraintestinal, like the joint pain. And fatigue is my biggest one.
Did you have, Aaron, did you have a clue what was going on with her? Because, I mean, you had already had Crohn's disease. How long ago was that when you first, were getting sick?
I first started getting sick in about 2007, 2008. And then progressed from there. I was kind of unfortunately pushed off by my GP at the time, and there were times where I was going every morning to his office and complaining about my symptoms, and he would brush me off and didn't really take things that seriously. And when I had to push very hard to get tested and advocate for myself heavily, my mother also even went in one instance and advocated for me personally. So there was a lot of struggle with that until I was connected with the right resources. So I have a specialist now, and I've been, for the most part, in remission for how many years?
About 4.
About 4 years, yeah.
Wow.
So thanks to my medication. And then as far as picking up on Jen's symptoms and all that, like it was definitely eerily similar, I would say. And then, but there's no really way to confirm it until she had the testing done and obviously the surgery. So
Before you were diagnosed, did you have like a, an inclination? I mean, how many years did you have to, kind of put up with it and be brave and have people tell you that they didn't know what it was?
there was about a good 6 or 7 years or so before I
Wow.
was actually connected properly to the right resources, like I said before. And it happened actually, my appendix ended up getting inflamed, and I went to the hospital for abdominal pain and was determined to require the appendectomy. So that was removed, and the surgeon at the time who was doing that discovered my Crohn's disease at the same time that he was doing that surgery. So
Well, I guess having appendicitis was a good thing.
yeah, it turned
If you
out
think
well, and
about it,
it was, yeah, it's kind of the key to everything else at that point. So yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes you have to look at things, even if they have a bad side about the silver lining. Like with me, with being diagnosed with the scleroderma, I had the same doctor go like, did anybody tell you you have a murmur? And if I did not have the diagnosis of the autoimmune, I probably would have died of a heart attack because I had what is it called, an aortic stenosis, and I
Oh
would
yeah.
have never known. I felt fine, and then I found out I was a walking time bomb, which, I've been told that before, but not for those reasons.
Yeah.
So, what do you do up there in British Columbia that is inspiring other people so much? Because I know you're wonderful together on the internet.
I volunteer for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of Canada. So I have done monthly meetings, and we just did an auction that raised about $30,000 for the
Whoa.
Canadian Foundation. Yeah, so that's kind of my community involvement that I started doing after I was diagnosed.
How about you, Aaron?
I haven't done any
Ha!
volunteering, but I was, yeah,
You're
anything
supportive
directly
of
related
the
to
wife.
Crohn's. But
Yeah.
yeah, I more or less, I like to interact with the people on social media and see what's going on there, and kind of help people out with my take on things that I have experienced. So
Well, you guys
that's
are a
about it,
really
really.
cute couple. It looks like you share everything. You're sharing your headphones, dressing
Yes, we
alike.
do.
But 30,000. How'd you do that during the whole COVID thing? I don't know. That I'm in California and we're kind of like heading the world as far as we're number one as far as the pandemic is concerned. How's it going up there?
We did it all with an online auction. So we took the yearly gala that they do and turned it online, and then just did promotion through social media and a local news outlet to do everything through their computers from home.
Who does the cooking in the house? Are you on any special diet?
We share the cooking, and I have a more restricted diet than Aaron does. A lot of foods will trigger me. So instead of cooking two separate meals, he'll just eat what I eat. And yeah, I've found a number of foods that don't sit well with me. But we don't follow any specific diet. We've tried the autoimmune protocol, but it didn't go over very well. So we've just done it tailored, unique to what works best for me and my body.
Well, we'll have to pop in on you when you guys are cooking. You can show us one of your favorite meals.
Yeah.
The one thing I miss is dessert. I mean, it's like it's really hard to, pass up the donuts and the cakes and stuff like that. But I just started making an acai bowl, which
Oh,
is,
yeah.
oh gosh, and it's like it's so fantastic. But even just with the fruit, the sugar, you got to be a little bit careful with. But it's one of my favorite things right now. It's amazing how just a little bit of food can make you happy. So what else do you guys do for fun?
We go hiking. We spend a lot of time in nature, walking trails. On the island, there's a lot of access to backcountry areas. So we spend a lot of time out there, especially with the pandemic. There's not a lot of people out in the woods, so we do that.
That sounds
And camping in the
fantastic.
summer.
Yeah. So, well, how long have you been married?
We've been together for 7 years now.
And do you have kids?
No, not yet.
Okay, well, we'll wait for that. I have three, and that'll give you Crohn's disease right now. So, well, I'd like to thank you very much for having spending time here and just being wonderful people that you are. Thank you so much for the wonderful things that you do for people internationally. What can you tell us? What advice can you tell us?
I feel like if you look hard enough at your situation, you can always find a silver lining, and something good that's come out of it. I know a lot of positives have come out of me being diagnosed, despite it being an incurable disease. So, yeah, finding the silver lining, and looking for the positives and really focusing on your mindset throughout the hardest times.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay, after you're allowed to go outside and do whatever you want again, what's next for you guys? How do you see you guys in the next 10 years?
Over the next 10 years, we hope to be traveling again outside of the island that we live on and focusing on our couple of cronies, Instagram, and we'll likely be launching a blog soon as well to support others through their autoimmune and chronic illness journeys.
That sounds fabulous. What is your hashtag? What is your Instagram account so that we can tell everybody?
It's couple of cronies.
Couple of cronies, right there. And they're not even that old. All right. Thank you very much for being on the show. Stay strong and golden.